Today we're going to be talking about lifting belts and how the majority of people out there are using them wrong. You have a lot of people who would just end up throwing them on and be like, I can't do this heavy set unless I have it on me, right? But they fail to utilize it properly. Just because you throw a belt on doesn't mean your spine is going to be invincible because of it. Really, it's used as a cue tool for creating something called intra-abdominal pressure. And how I could describe that is if you've ever had any sort of vocal lessons like singing or public speaking, one of the things that you do to, I guess, really emphasize your voice to the audience is be able to breathe through your diaphragm. It almost makes sort of that pregnant look. So something along that line. And having the belt there really helps any lifter, whether they're advanced or beginner, really develop a feel for that sort of thing, but that's something a lot of people don't really take into account. Another great exercise to really emphasize creating that intra-abdominal pressure is from George Lehman. Basically what he would do when he warmed up is he would put a heavy dumbbell on his stomach and basically just take a deep breath through his abdomen and then press the weight out with his abdomen and then just hold it there for a second. And this is a really good exercise to really emphasize that bracing. But the fact of the matter is that belts as a whole are really not going to increase your max, whether it be squat, bench, or deadlift, that dramatic. I was at a seminar actually helping teach it around a year ago at this point. And one of the topics that got brought off by one of the other guys hosting it, which I didn't realize, was that there's really no statistical significance of wearing a belt versus wearing without it. It works as more of a psychological cue than anything else. You'll have a guy who will, let's say he could squat 525 or something like that without a belt. And then he'll throw on the belt, and because now he has that bracing cue, he'll all of a sudden think, oh, maybe I could take a shot at 600 because I feel so much tighter than I was before. Really, it's gonna be beneficial to get some training in without it, and then be able to use it as a bracing tool. So overall, I would recommend getting some work in with your belt off for some of your sets, possibly your hypertrophy block for deadlifting and squatting, and really focusing on developing that intra-abdominal pressure without it. And once you're working up to your max sets, this is going to be a very useful tool with helping develop that pressure. Although it's not going to add pounds itself, it's going to be a very useful tool to help keep that tightness throughout the entire lift. But that's just a key point that I see a lot of people maybe messing up. Like, share, and subscribe. See you guys.